Hi guys, so today I'm going to be doing a book review vlog, blog, whatever. I have 6 books, so let's get right into it. So this book I got at Walmart, and I only got it because one of my favorite presidents, Teddy Roosevelt, I don't know why I like him, I just like nature, and he likes nature, so I guess that's why I like him. But it's called The 9 Presidents Who Screwed Up America and the 4 Who Tried to Save Her. It's by Brian Mcclanhan. I don't know if that's how you say his last name, and I always screw up people's last names. This is what it looks like. And basically what this book is about, it's about what happens is it wasn't a good book, to be honest, anyway, but they take the 9 there was this guy wrote the book, says in polls when they ask people who their favorite presidents are, these ones are the most popular. And he's trying to get people, I guess, to see that these presidents, the 9 presidents people always say like are the best presidents we ever had, did stuff that wasn't constitutional. And basically what it really was just saying how like they did stuff, like the stuff they were famous for. All the stuff they did that they were famous for was unconstitutional. And then he just goes into like a rant about how none of the programs that FDR did were constitutional or anything like that. I don't know, stuff like that. It was really stupid, to be honest, because it didn't change my mind of why those 9 presidents screwed up America. Like, I feel like he could have picked different ones, not just ones that people say were their favorites, if you get me. I don't know, but this book was really bad. Like, I didn't like it, and some of the words in it I didn't really understand, because I'm like, seriously, like, even if that stuff wasn't constitutional that they put into legislation or whatever, we would probably still be like in a Great Depression, or the United States might not never have existed. And then there's the 4, it's in 2 parts. It's the 9 that screwed up America and then the 4 that saved it. And the 4 were some random ones. Like there was Grover Cleveland, there was Jefferson, which I kind of understand. And then there was, let me see if I can find it, John Tyler, which I don't understand, and Calvin Coolidge. Like, he picked ones. I think he picked 4 of them, but I think he, out of the 3 of the 4, he picked ones that, like, people don't really pick as, like, popular presidents, because they maybe not have done anything exciting in their presidency. I don't know, but this book really wasn't that good, so don't waste your money on it, because it really wasn't that good. This is what it looked like. I don't know if I showed you guys or not. So that book I got at Walmart. This book I got at a book sale, and this is called The Bride Cook, with a line through the cook part. And this book was semi-okay, and it wasn't a book. It has 4 authors, but it's not like a 4-in-1 book, I guess you could say, because it's about the same characters. You know how like you see those books like at Walmart or somewhere where they're like 4 different authors and 4 different stories about 4 randomly different people? Well, these are about the same 4 girls, well, women, and they're all like cooks. They either like own restaurants or cafes, stuff like that. And it's by Kristy, Dykes, Aisha Ford, I don't know if these are how you say their names, Vickie, McDonough, I don't know, and Carrie, I don't even know how you say that last name. But it's about these 4 women who became friends when they got stuck in an elevator at some like food symposium or something. And the one buys, I think it's Angela, buys this apron there, and it says, "Kiss the Cook." And she thinks, because there was only one there, that it has like magical properties or something. So they each take this apron, they're all going to share this apron, And this apron is supposedly have brought each one of the four friends a man. So they fell in love by wearing this apron. But, yeah, this is what it looks like. It was sort of like, if I never read the books or seen the movie, but they did say in the book, like, this was gonna be like the Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants, and I don't know, like, the premise of that movie or the books, but I know that it was about, like, sisters or friends who wore these pants and good things happened to them, so it was sort of like that. And it was just okay. Like, most of these were really corny. Like, they each had, like, 10 chapters each. I think one only had 8. But, yes, these chapters were really corny. Like, I don't know if it's just because I feel like they didn't get the apron until, like, sometimes, like, the very end of the book. Like, at the end of each like, at the end of the last chapter. And I'm like, how did it work that fast? Or whatever. But, yeah, it really wasn't that good. Like, to be honest, it was, like, iffy. Like, in the middle between good and okay. So this one was good. And this is a Jodi Picoult book. And her books are really long, and all their chapters are really long. And this one is called Keeping Faith, and this is what it looks like. It's about, Faith. It's about a girl named Faith, and her parents are getting divorced because her mom saw her dad, like, cheating on her or whatever. So what happens is Faith comes up with this, like, imaginary friend who she says is God, and she can perform, like, all these miracles. Like, she helped a baby get rid of his AIDS, I think, and she brought her grandma back to life. Like, she wasn't, like, dead for, like, years. It was just, like, she was dead for, like, an hour, and she brought her back. So, all these reporters and people are traveling to meet her, and it gets really crazy, and then this guy comes who's, like, trying to debunk, like, religious, like, things. I don't know how to explain it. And she falls in love with Faith's mom falls in love with this guy. It's a really good book, though. Like, I really like it. And then at the end of the book, it's about her dad. Faith's dad comes back to see Faith's mom because he found out about all the stuff that was happening, like all the miracles she was doing, how people were interviewing her, stuff like that. Because he wants custody of her, and like, the last part of the book was just, like, the custody battle, basically. Okay, so I have 3 more books to go, and my arm's getting really tired. So these will probably be small books. So I have all these, like, literature books, and this one is Uncle Tom's Cabin, and I really wasn't going to put it in here, because I know, like, in some places some states, like, they're banned from reading this book, I think. But I'm going to put it in anyway. So this book, I'm trying to do, like, one classic literature book, like, each time I do a book review. And this one was Uncle Tom's Cabin by Harriet Beecher Stowe. And I knew it was about, the slave era, or whatever you want to call it. But I never really knew what it was about. So it's about, the hero of this book is about Tom. And it's basically about him, like, his master sells him because his master needs, money because he has, like, a debt. And it's just about, like, his, like, traveling for, like, on the slave ship to different owners and stuff like that. Like, it was, like, towards the end of the book. It was about how his last owner was going to, free him, and then his owner, I think, dies, and then the master's wife, or whoever you call her, I don't know, like, the lingo terms, you could say, says no, he's not gonna be free after her husband dies, because he's like the best slave they have or whatever. But then eventually they sell him to somebody who's really cruel, and then that's about like, the gist of it, basically. And some of this was really shocking, like, especially the parts where they were showing, like, they were, about, like, the torture they had to go through, stuff like that. This is what it looks like. I don't know if this is, with classic books, it's, like, different, brands of classic books. Like, this is a Bantam classic. Like, usually you just have, like, some kind of other classical brand book. So I don't know if, like, this is, like, the complete version or not. But it was, like, in the beginning, it was kind of weird, and I really didn't like it, but it got better as the book went on. Like, some chapters are, like, longer than others, some are shorter. So this book, if you know me, I like Jon Katz because he writes books about his pet border collies, and I like border collies. They're like my favorite animal. So this is a dog year, 12 months, 4 dogs and me. And what this basically is about, it's about, in the beginning, he has these 2 golden retrievers. And then he gets his first dog, border collie, or not Orson, that was what he changed his name to. Devin, I think that was his name. And then towards the later end of the book, he gets another dog, another border collie, Homer. And this is what it looks like. I think this is Devin. I don't know. It doesn't say in the book like which border collie it is, and it's basically about his year with these 4 dogs and how hectic it is because his 2 Labradors, Stanley and Julius, those were them. They're on the back. See them? And how he lived, and that's this time before he lived on a farm. He lived in New Jersey, and it's about how his 2 Labradors were really different compared to his 2 border collies because they were more energetic. And Devin was the one that caused him a lot of trouble. Like, he always tried to run away. He would chase school buses thinking they were like sheep. It was a really funny book, but there were some sad moments in it too. So this is the last book I have, and I got the Keeping Faith, the Uncle Tom's Cabin, the Dog Year, a Dog Year, and this last one at a book sale, different book sales. And this is by Emily Giffin, and she's a really good author. Like, in my opinion, she's really good. So, if you ever read anything by Emily Giffin, it'll be really good. And this is the 3rd book I've read by her, and it's Love the One You're With, and this is what it looks like. It's about this married couple, Ellen and Andy's. It's their first year of marriage. And down the line, one of her ex-boyfriends comes into town, and Leo, and she's been, and it's about her, what's the other one? Her girlfriend, Margot or something like that, and she gets pregnant, and her and Andy, Ellen and Andy leave to go, move down to Atlanta. I think that's where Margot's from, because Andy is Margot's brother, their brother and sister. So as before they move to Atlanta, she hooks up with her ex-boyfriend from college, Leo, and now she's in the point where she doesn't know if she wants to be with her husband or if she wants to be with Leo. So that's basically like the internal, external struggle for Ellen in the whole book, and at the end she finally makes her decision. And yeah, it's really shocking who she picks at the end, let's just say that. So that was my book review video. I always put the titles of the books down in the description box in case you didn't see the pic or some of the pictures get cut off. So I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Please subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys next time with another video.